we are live.
All
Cheers,
right.
everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
I know Bourbon. He commented a while back. I don't know if he's here right now, but Whiskey Uncensored was the first to comment up there. Crazy Ann's in the house. Lori's here. Phil, everything spicy is here. Uh, and that's about it for now. That have commented. If y'all don't comment, I can't shout you out. So there you go. Because I don't see you. Hana Kalani Creations is here. Aloha, aloha.
Hey
Uh,
there, Helen.
First, before we get
Nice to see
into
you.
all this stuff, what are you sipping on?
I am fixing to pop the top on a brand new bottle I just picked up today. This is still Austin, cast strength. It's a Nancy Fraley pick for
Nice,
October
nice.
because October's my birthday month, so I figured got to get an October pick.
There you go. There you
And
go.
this one's kind of hard to start off with this one, but it's a 120 proofer. I did
Okay.
start off with my first pour of this evening was Glenfiddich 12. It's a sherry
Oh,
finish, really good.
cool. I just decided because I worked really hard today. Well, not physically, mentally, but I was running out of time, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to run through the Old Forester lineup tonight. So I'm going to start off. I have poured now the 1870,
Hmm.
and then I'm going to go to the Bottled and Bond 1897. And then I'm going to go to the Old Forester 1910.
1910, and
And if
then
I have the gumption to do so, I'm going to end up on the 1920.
nice.
So I am going to go up and down a little in the proofing because the 1920 is my favorite. I'll tell you that
Yeah,
straight up.
me too for sure.
But the 1910 comes in at 93 proof, just under 100. And of course, the Bottled and Bond, we all know what that is. It's 100 proof.
Yep.
And this first one is 90. Um, but my thing is, if you walk through them all,
15.
if you start with the 1920, you don't want to go down. But
Yep.
they're all good bourbons in their own right.
True. Or you could do
Uh,
like Bourbon suggested, mix the 10 with the 12, the 20, and get the 1915,
yeah, but the
which
problem with that
is
is I don't like
okay.
screwing up my 1920. No, and I think the 1910 is a really
Mm,
good bourbon on its own. But the 1920, I think, in my opinion, it
mm.
edges it out. But mixing them together, it really doesn't excite me. It doesn't do anything for me personally
Yeah.
when I do that. And I just feel sad that I screwed up my 1920.
Yeah. I'm
So,
kind of the same way. I prefer the 1920 over all of them,
mhm.
but yeah, that's just me.
All right. So after I called out folks, I see Tater Dom and of course Whiskey Uncensored Bourbon is here. Big Daddy H is here, and Baker Drinks. Welcome, welcome. Art by Sparkle
Cheers.
showed up.
Hey,
Cheers to
Sparkle.
everybody. And Art by Sparkle, she has won both nosing kits now.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how many virtual private tastings we've had?
Mm-hmm.
Goose egg. So we're going to do that. We're going to do
Oh,
that.
wow.
But I will say this: I went and visited my son. I saw his new house. And next week is my big employee get together. So
Mm-hmm.
everyone's going to be showing up in person here in Winston Salem, North Carolina, and we're going to have a fun day. Because we're permanent. Everyone's work from home. Shernette's here.
Hey,
Hey,
Jeanette.
nice
Long
to
time
see
no
you.
see.
And
Oh, that's
we,
good.
you know we're going to do it. I've signed us all up to do a team building event, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
culinary experience, and it's called the Iron Chef Experience.
Okay.
So we're gonna have about 40 people there. We're gonna bust up into four teams of 10. That one group's going to be on vegetables, one's on risotto, one's on the meats, and one's on dessert. So
Mm,
um,
okay.
we just kind of assigned people to the thing because what we didn't want is for people to huddle together. That they always work together. So let's break it up
Yeah.
and let's have people work together that don't normally do so.
A good idea. Get them out of their clicks.
Yep. But yeah, this 1870, I Apple on the nose
Mm,
is forward. It's a lot of wood sugar. I mean, it's 90 proof. Mm. Now,
I'm poor at tasting notes, so on mine on that still Austin, I can give you Nancy's tasting notes
right.
because they are interesting. She says on the nose, pumpkin pecan cheesecake, baking spices, apple fritters with brown butter glaze. Palette is butterscotch blondie brownies, apple cider donuts dunked in hard cider, and a honey spice cake. And the finish is snickerdoodles and cinnamon sugar, pear tart drizzled with a douche de leche sauce. Dolce leche, I believe how they maybe that's possibly how you pronounce that.
After all that, I will say this: don't doubt. I don't doubt Nancy at all,
Mm,
but I am not that refined when I'm picking.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm a cigar smoker, so I go. That smells pretty good.
Yeah, I get some fruit. I get some vanilla. Yeah, there
There
you
you
go.
go.
But with the
Yeah.
nosing kits, so let me talk about this. I did put for those of you who are not familiar, I put a hashtag in about every 10 minutes. The first spin is going to be at 7. This is how you get entries for free to the quarterly drawing. So I always come up with,
Mm,
with a top 10 list, and it has nothing to do typically with bourbon, because when I do come up with a top 10 list of my most overrated bourbons, I offend people. So, but I am going to show you a slide picture. It's not just Fritos Twists. It is actually the honey barbecue ones that I like. So, but I
mm.
also try to keep the hashtag short, so I condense them. So,
Oh,
all you have to do is put the hashtag in there, and you will be entered for the spin. And the first 5 are worth 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. You only get your name down once, but you can enter every single time. If it lands on you again, I put plus whatever the spin was for by your name, so you could
mm.
potentially sweep the board and get a lot. It would be 100 and 10, 20, well, let's see, 30, 30, 60, 70. It would be 170 entries, but we've never had that happen. But yeah, we have had multiple, repeat winners on the spins. But again, I'll put plus whatever and then spin again, so we can get a new person on the written on the notepad.
All right. Cheers, Major Zero and Tater Dom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cheers, cheers. Mm. If I'm going to
Mm,
get through all 4 of these, I may pour a little less in the next one. But I
yeah,
was thirsty, so I poured a lot. And it's like I said, it's not bad at all. It's good stuff.
yeah. I poured a little heavy on the still Austin there. It's a but it's a 120 proof, so it
Uh,
doesn't quite drink at 120. It's a little it drinks maybe like 105 ish, but
yeah, I know I've said this before. There's not any true bourbons that I would kick out of bed. Some of them just don't hardly have any flavor to me. It
yeah.
tastes like weak tea or whatever. But there is one.
Mm,
There is one that and it is. I will say it was from Trader Joe's, and if you
I'll take a
notice,
bourbon.
it says Kentucky Bourbon Straight Whiskey.
Hmm. I guess TTB let him get away with it.
I guess, but this is the one
So,
I say tastes like liquid smoke and Bacos.
ah,
Yeah.
so it's straight bourbon is what 2 years?
Yeah, yeah. It has to be at least 2 if you disclose an age. They used to make you put it on the bottle. Now you don't have to because we're in the age of media. They stopped
Yeah,
enforcing that age statement on the bottle. But now you're supposed to technically
yeah,
prominently display it somewhere. If you're calling it straight bourbon and it's less than 4 years.
yeah,
But now they can get away with just putting it on their website. But a lot of them I've
yeah.
seen say, "Oh, this is a blend of bourbons between like it's a blend of straight bourbons between 2 and 6 years or something like that. And you don't know what the blend is. It could contain 90% 2-year bourbon and a teeny bit of 6-year or something in it.
Yeah, which is still a 2 year.
Right.
Hey, Lori.
Johnny Drum. Not worse
Yeah,
than
Willet.
Willet Pot Still. Oh my gosh, yeah. Willet is
That's
not my favorite. The Pot Still one is not.
no.
They put a lot of sour mash back in, and it's
I
yeah.
love a good pot distilled whiskey, but
Hmm.
not that one. I bought one of those little bitty airplane bottles of that to try it,
Hmm.
because the big bottle looks cool. I mean, granted, it's going to take up a lot of shelf space, but it looks pretty cool. And I tried that little bottle. I think I got that bottle, over 2 years ago, and I've still got it.
Oh man,
You know,
the
it's
little
that
tiny
bad.
I Dream of Genie. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. A little baby thing, and
yeah.
it's just, it was bad. I waited, another year or so and went back and maybe it's not that bad. And I tried it again. I'm like, nope, still bad.
Yeah, still bad. Now the one that grew on me a little bit, and I know it's a Willet product, and it's still but it was the Noah's Meal.
Noah's Mill,
And
yeah.
when I first tried it, I thought, oh my God, that smells like, or it tastes like sour grapes.
Yeah.
That was my first knee jerk reaction when I took a sip of it. And then I started, Jody loves Trader Joe's. So I went back to it. But what got me was I drank the snifter of it.
Mm,
And then I went on and I was like, I got to get that flavor out of my mouth. And so I drank a Coors Light. That's what I always do.
yeah.
And but that night and the next day, I thought I need to try that again. And now I really like it.
I've tried it a little bit. Hey there, Sugar Kitty. I've got a bottle of Noah's Mill and Rowan's or Rowan Creek, and I
Yeah,
really don't care for either one of those personally.
yeah. I
I mean,
just
that would be something if somebody wanted to try it, I would be like, oh, sure, here's
yeah,
a 4 milliliter sample or something.
yeah. But Noah's Meal is, and I'll show you I'm trying to slow down on it. It's getting gone.
Yeah.
And when I did the review on it, I did not give it a great review. And so I may revisit it again and say, I may have been a little harsh on this. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I just kind of, that's one of those I just set on the back shelf and ignore it. And
Yeah.
once I get the bar set up back over here, uh, I'll put that somewhere so people can see it and go, hey, I haven't tried that one. I'm like, here you go. You know,
Yeah.
let me pour you a nice healthy pour and see if you like it. Well, I
Tastes like
won't.
he said it tastes like a Band-Aid smell.
Yeah, I won't pour nobody a big old slash or anything. There's no sense in pouring something that they're going to take a little sip and go, ooh, I don't like that. Chuck it over their shoulder.
Right.
So
It is-
pour just a
well,
little bit, and if
yeah.
you do like it, then I'll pour you a little bit more. You know.
Yeah, I had some folks over for a bourbon tasting, and I have a pub table over here. It's like 54 by 54 inches or whatever, and I can easily fit 6 people around it.
Mm,
Um, with me at one side and two and two.
yep.
And what I'll do is I'll pick 3 bourbons and then I do what I call a semi blind, where we know, or a soft blind, like we know what 3 bourbons we're tasting, but we don't know the order that they're in
Oh,
unless
yeah,
you've had them, and then you'll know, type thing.
yeah.
But yeah, I have laminated nosing and tasting plate where you can write down the notes. Excuse me,
Mm,
and I print the bourbon wheel from the American Bourbon Society, and it's laminated, and I hand them all out. And we use dry erase markers, so I can just wipe all that off and reuse them. But
there you go.
yeah, I had a group come over here a while back, and we did it with E.H. Taylor,
Hmm.
Heaven's Door Decade Series, not the regular head, but the 10-year.
I saw that today.
Yep. And then the
For
last one was Jepson. Now, I know when I say Jepsons, people
yeah,
are going to turn their nose up if you know.
Malort.
Yeah, but it's not Malort. This was actually a pick. Oh, it's over
No,
here, I think.
I've got a couple of picks of Jepsons from Storytime and
Yeah.
Friday at Fred's and Port Rat
Oops.
Nice's.
Oh
And
crap!
man,
I got
that's
to
some good
spin.
stuff.
Okay, I got to spin this wheel. Let me do that. I didn't have
Alrighty.
my phone out. All right, share screen,
Yeah, I agree.
giveaway.
Baker drinks.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah,
Oh, we only had 8 entries on here, and 2 of them are mine.
yeah.
But I did see Lori here earlier, so I did write her name
Yep,
down.
she's in.
Yep, if it lands on me, she gets a major zero.
Hey, there we go.
Let me write that down.
I agree, Baker. Yeah, that finished Jepson stuff. They got some pretty dang good whiskey. The Malort itself, I have not tried. I have seen a bottle of barrel finished Malort that I have not tried, but I saw
Yeah.
it at the store. I just hadn't picked it up yet, but I will because I'm going to include that in some samples somewhere. After I try it, I'm going to try it myself too, just to give it a shot.
Oh, and I do need to shout out about these hashtags I'm putting out there. I can put anything at all, so I just do this. So they're different every time. But these are my personal top 10 snack, either depending on where you're from, chips or crisps, that I like to eat by themselves. That's a distinction. I like
Mm,
salt and vinegar chips with sandwiches and things, but these are ones
mm.
that I like to eat either with or without something to go with it. And I love
Oh,
these freaking Harvest Cheddar Sun chips here.
there you go. My wife likes the vegetable ones or whatever those are. Like harvest vegetable or something like that.
Yeah, but they're okay. But I looked at the calorie content and everything on the back, and they're not any healthier than this one. They're all the
Ah,
same.
heck, I don't
So,
know, but I don't know the first thing about calories. Never paid no attention to that
yeah,
stuff.
whatever. Just
I haven't
don't eat.
gained or lost any weight in the last 15 years, so I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. We had 16 people on the eyeball and only 8 people on the spin. Yeah, even if you're overseas now, going ahead, put the hashtags in. You can either be a hero and give them away, or I can send you an alternate prize. I do have an alternate prize. That I order from Europe. So
Oh, well, there you go. That's cool.
easy to send that thing to somebody. So yeah. Um, yeah.
There's a quick question for you mentioned the salt and vinegar chips. Do you ever put those on a sandwich? I mean, like, make it like say a ham sandwich, stack a bunch of chips on the middle of it, and then smash them down.
I've done it before. I'm just not a big fan of it. They kind of crumble and fall out and
Mm.
all that type of stuff. I
Tell you
used to
one that
do
I
it.
figured out.
What's that?
One I figured out it's really good is nowadays you got pretzel sticks, right? The
Mm-hmm.
little bitty like pixie looking stick things. They My local HEB now has pretzels, but they're in little squares. They're a square about that big.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, you can't tell. Yeah, they're little
Has it
square.
got the 4 little holes in it?
It's got a bunch of little holes.
Yeah, it looks like a window pane or something.
Looks like a little waffle.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
little
yeah.
waffle cut French fry. It looks like that. You take those and you put them on a pimento cheese sandwich because you
Oh,
can just stack them up. Like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then man, and that's good that way.
yes, sir.
Hey there,
Um,
Miss Sexy Voice. How you doing?
7:01 p.m. Big Daddy ate Sun chips. Hey, I think she got it in there though, because all it's going to do is see the hashtag and Sun chips.
Oh, there you
Yeah, we're already back up to 8 entries on there for Sun chips, and there's another one. There we
go. Oh,
go.
she put it in, but well, it don't make a difference. Oh, she didn't space between the sun and the chips. I don't think it'll
Oh,
take it. Well,
that's why it didn't go up in count. Yeah, okay.
you got to have it. Capital letters don't make a difference, but you get
No.
the spacing does, I believe. And spacing and spelling. That's the only thing that makes a difference.
Yep, has to be exact. And I have misspelled stuff on here before and had to point out and tell people to make sure
Yep.
you misspell it the same way I did, or you won't get entered. Yeah. So
Yep. I'm a very I know lots of words, and I know meanings for lots of words, but spelling them eludes me.
yeah, I do a lot of crossword puzzles,
Mm.
and spelling is sort of critical when you're doing crossword puzzles. So
Dang man.
Summer's Eve.
Eee.
Mm, mm. I'm trying to hurry up and get through this so I can go to the bottled and bond. Oh, good fun fact. I do have a bottle of the Statesman down there. The Old Forester Statesman. It was come out with it
That's
with the
pretty
movie.
decent.
Well, it is the 1897 bottled and bond, but they
Mhm.
print it down, and it's the same mash bill. It's like same everything, except
Oh,
for
okay.
they instead of being 100 proof bottled and bond and go through that bottled and bond process, they just make it
Yeah.
quick and down and dirty.
Yeah. Stick it up in the top of the rick house for a little while.
Yeah, there you go.
You're
Yeah, but
done.
that was supposedly the bourbon that the statesmen here in the United States, the opposite of Kingsmen over there,
Yeah.
that was their bourbon they were supposed to be drinking.
Mm. Man, I tell you what, with this Still Austin is one of those whiskeys that needs just a little bit of airtime to it,
Mm-hmm.
and it really improves the nose and the flavor when you go to drinking on it.
Oh, I know what my problem is.
It's
See,
like
my
that
throat.
Rebecca's Creek.
Yeah, I've been talking a lot today. My throat's getting scratchy. I'm gonna grab that bottle of water.
Okay, dokie.
Yeah,
While he's
bang.
doing that, y'all folks in chat, are y'all drinking anything or sipping on water or ice cold Mountain Dew?
Mm. Oh, that's muchos better.
Ben's probably drinking some of that Kings County. I'm just
Mm.
guessing.
Yeah, yesterday our water pressure
Kathy
went
Bates.
down.
Oh,
Our water pressure tanked at the house, and so I called the city, and they're like, "Oh." But then my wife got a text that said some contractor, they're putting in new houses up the street. They hit a main.
yeah.
They're like,
Broke a
"You're
line.
the boiler water." Hell, I don't boil water. I drink out of these.
Yeah.
Kirkland. Costco, you can get 40 bottles for under $4.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like
That was one of the
$3.99 or
things.
something.
I mean, from growing up in the woods, basically, never ever ever crossed my mind that I would actually have to pay for water. I
Yeah.
mean, we had a spring, so I know all you had to pay for water was the run the electric pump. We had good
Oh
spring
yeah,
water.
yeah, Lori, that sucks. Yeah, lose something you like. Did you hear my four-legged doorbell go off?
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Those are my favorite doorbells.
Mm-hmm. It works way better than the Ring doorbell to keep people away.
Hmm. Not quite as good as the sound of a shotgun racking, but
Yeah, there was
it still deters most folks.
yeah, there was these guys. They would come up with masks on. I saw a thing. Somebody posted it, and they were like, they come up with they were in full helmet gear, goggles, everything with paintball
Yeah.
guns, and they would shoot the Ring doorbell camera
Uh-huh.
with the paintball, and then it just blackens its little eye. There we go. Now
Right.
I get to compare these two together here.
Okay. What are you going with now?
1897 bottled and bond.
Okay. I'm going with a nice birthday pour of this one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I do like the CYPB better, but I like the price on that one better.
There we go. A little less. That's the first time I'd ever seen it down here in Austin. I mean, I've seen people that had it online and stuff, or actually, like YouTubers and things like that. But I've actually never tried a sample of it.
Right.
And dude, to my one of my local stores, I told him, "Hey, it's my birthday today. Have you got anything cool behind the bar?" And he's like, "Oh, I got a E.H. Taylor single barrel, a small batch." And I'm like, "I got one of those." And he had something else, and then he said, "Oh, I got this the Weller 107." And I'm like, "Ooh, how
Okay.
much you want for that?" And he told me, and I said, It's quite a little bit over MSRP, but I'll take it. It's my birthday.
Yeah.
Heck with it. Come on, bring it to
All
me."
right. Let me present this screen, and we're gonna
Fruity.
spin the second one here with these sun chips. Good luck, everybody, on 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. If you missed this one, don't worry. One will be coming right on its heels. Whiskey Uncensored
There
Bourbon.
you go, Ben. No Baker drinks. My birthday was earlier this week, Tuesday.
No, it's birthday week. You
Yeah.
gotta have a birthday week.
Well, like my aunt says, she celebrates for 2 weeks. So I
Okay.
adopted her philosophy. You got 1 week before your birthday to get used to. That's the last week of whatever that age is, and then your birthday, and then you got 1 week after that to get used to being the new age.
Aha.
So I kind of
There
I
you go.
kind of work it that way a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna show you
That's
this
nice.
is number 7 on the list here. I mean
Oh, there you go.
I mean 8, number 8. I can't count. Hang on. I can do crossword puzzle, but I can't count. I like them
Oh,
a lot, but
yeah,
there's better. I like other stuff better.
yeah,
They get heavy when you eat too many of them. And
yeah.
if I'm having a cheat day and I just want to Netflix and chill and eat a whole bag of something, this is not the ones that I would pick.
Mm.
But anyway, I'm gonna put this down here. They're really
I,
good though. When they're
I've had
good,
those.
yeah. When you're drinking beer, playing cards or something like that, and you just put them out in a bowl,
Yeah,
that's fun. Yeah, those are really good. Mm,
yeah. I've had those. They're pretty good, but like you said, they're good for about two handfuls
yeah.
for
I,
me.
I will say one thing about Old Forester 1870 to 1897. The 1870 is a little rougher around the edges.
Mm.
It tastes younger. The 1897, of course, bottled and bond. It's going to be 4-year age. It's going to be 100 proof. It's smoother, um, and a lot more notes coming through on it. I do want to point out these are for the entries to the quarterly drawing. The next quarterly drawing is going to be on December 4th or December 3rd. It's always on a Thursday. And that's for the 24 note nosing kit, 3 sample bourbons marked A, B, and C, a
Ah,
logoed, laser engraved whiskey glass that looks a hell of a lot like this one, and a virtual private tasting with me. If you don't want the virtual private tasting, if you're a whiskey head, I'll just send you the samples in the nosing kit and I can just tell you what they are. But if you want me to walk you through using the nosing kit or whatever, I can. Then we also, and second prize is 2 ounces of anything on my shelf in a glass. Third prize is just glass. But I try to remember and throw stickers and stuff in there too, but I don't always remember. So, talk bad about me if I forget. But, it's always fun to get a little extra stuff in there. But
sure.
I do want to call out the halfway mark giveaway.
Hmm.
So halfway or every 3 months, so each quarter in between the quarters where I do the drawing, Mark gives away, does a giveaway. Now that can be a full bottle, it can be sample pours, it can be that, but it's he's giving away full bottles, and the only way, because that's pricey, is to do the supers. So if you do a super chat, you will get 10 entries for every $1 into the halfway mark, and you will get 10 entries into the quarterly drawing as well. So it's kind of a double entry thing.
Yep.
Um, so
Yep.
I just wanted to throw that out there, but it doesn't cost anything to do the regular quarterly drawing. You just show up each week. You get into these spins. You get lucky. You get extra entries at 8 p.m. Eastern, all times Eastern, by the way. At 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, do the math yourself. It's 7:14 now, so 45 minutes from now, I'm going to do a put me in for 10. And anyone at that point in time, you just type put me in the chat, and I'll put you down for 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. So you're guaranteed to get 10 entries every single week. So there we go.
Yep.
Get those instructions out of the way.
That's right, Sugar Kitty. Although I think this time, depending on who wins, I'll have that person get with me as far as the halfway mark goes, and we'll decide if they want to get a full bottle of something that I can get like locally around here that they can't get a hold of. It could be something as easy as like Weller Special Reserve or some Still Austin stuff, or if they want to, we'll go with like say like a 4 2-ounce samples of things that I have in my bar. And I've got all kinds of stuff. I've got bourbons, I've got Scotch, I've got Irish, I've got all kinds of different weird stuff. I've got Indian type whiskeys, Cavallon, and I've got all kinds of different things. So whoever wins, I'll give them. Well, either through Jody or something, we'll get them my phone number basically, and then shoot me a text, give me a call, get me on instant messenger on Facebook or whatever, and we'll hash out what they want to get as far as the win goes.
Yeah, I usually. Oh, I changed it. I'll put it back up there. But my email is Bourbon Bounty 2019. I'm just going to play. Yeah, this is the one. And every time we have a drawing, I scroll this, and if you win, make sure you email me at Bourbon Bounty 2019. So, and if you win on Mark's, you can email me. I've got his number. I can get you hooked up. So,
hey, Sugar Kitty, last pour of today.
Ugadal.
Oogie.
Oh, Oogie.
Yeah, that's well, that and this one. Lafroig Lore. Which is about the only Lafroig that I can drink. I've tried the regular Lafroig 10. Oh my God. Like Ben said, Band-Aids and hate. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the first peated whiskeys that I ever tried, and I'm like, how the heck can people even drink this? This is horrible. I mean, it's like you took a Band-Aid, you soaked it in mercurochrome. You know what that is. They'll paint. Remember the pink spray your grandmother would spray on your knee when you skin it?
Yep.
Oh, you sprayed it with that Band-Aid. Then you took that Band-Aid, ripped it off the scab, threw it onto a beach, and then like you had a nice campfire on the beach, threw it into that, and then you set it and let it burn for just a little bit, took it off, put it out with seawater. There you go. That's what Lafroig tasted like to me. And I'm like, oh, this is horrible. Too much iodine, weird Band-Aid note, and it's just, it was horrible.
All right, I got it.
Now, since then, I've had other other peated stuff. Highland. I started out with a nice Highland peat, which is real floral and heather, and it's lovely. And then but then like I went to the Ardbeg, the Ugadal, and that's like brisket burnt ends. It's kind of that barbecue kind of smoky flavor. It's freaking awesome. And it's evolved from there, and I kind of blame Jim, Pinch Hitter Whiskey Lounge, because I wanted some samples from him, and he sent me a big list of all the stuff that he had. He's like, "What would you like to try?" I'm like, "I really want to try some Scotch, but a little bit of peat, but not like smack you upside the head like Lafroig."
Right.
So he sent me like 2 or 3 different ones, and one of them had a little bit of hint of peat in it. I think he sent me a sample of Lafroig Lore and some other stuff, and I'm like, "Well, heck, now y'all root me. Now now that I've gotten into the peat a little bit, now I'm looking for more peat, like Port Charlotte, heavily peated, which is not.
Right.
It just says so."
Yeah.
Now, Octomore, I'm not gonna. There's no way I'm gonna spend $250 or something for a bottle of Octomore.
Yeah, I
So
agree, Major Zero. That Jura 12, it's a very light peat.
yeah.
Actually, if you start off with Jura 12
Mm.
and you have a glass of it, you may even miss the peat in it. And then,
Oh.
but try something else and go back to it, and you'll get the peat, the
Uh,
smoke on it. I've got a spin right quick. So this
all
is
right.
for still for 10 entries to the quarterly drawing, but
Oh, very nice, Sugar Kitty.
good luck, everybody, on the 10 entries.
Uh, Art American plus a Dalwini and the last
All
one I
right,
don't know.
that's a plus 10. See, this is what I was talking about. You get plus on there.
Oh, that's two for Ben.
That's
Nice.
2. That's 20 so far. And then
Totich. No, I've never seen that one, Sugar Kitty, or a Die. Never seen them. Either one.
Hanukkah Lonnie. Here we
There you
go.
go, Helen. No, sir, I've never seen either one of those.
Boom.
Deluane to Ninnick. To Ninnick. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that spelling come up. Let's see here. What
Yeah.
are we on now? Okay.
I have not seen either one of those.
Now,
And I
I have
have
a
some like
very specific.
Edredor and other. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to post this next hashtag for again 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. Here in a couple of spins, they'll go up to 15, and the number one is going to be worth 20. But
There you
this
go.
is specifically my favorite Pringles right here. It's
Hey,
cheddar
well,
and
Pringles.
sour cream. What's that?
Okay. Well, Pringles is kind of a classic.
Oh, and I'll eat the regular, just the plain ass Pringles, but I like these.
Oh, Tochik. Peter Bunahaben. Okay. Yeah, I got, let's see, I got a couple different Bunahabens. Um, tomorrow, no, not tomorrow. Saturday, I'm picking up a koala from Kilco. It's a Irene Tan pick. Yeah, baby. That lady, she's a whiskey tom, and man, she can pick some dang good whiskey. Holy
Mm.
crap! Everything I've ever tried from her has been just fantastic.
Yeah, Sugar Kitty,
So I'm
I'll
looking forward to
email
that.
you too because I need to send you that sample of that. I'm going to send that Holland's Ghost there, but
Mm,
I can pour a couple more if you want to do a couple of little trades in there.
sure. Hey there, Mr. Jiggs. Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Well, I'm holding my water up. How about this? Cheers.
Mm. Hey, Mo better.
Mm.
Yep. That weather's pretty good. It's it's nice. It's light. Kind of a little bit of fruity to me. It's definitely it drinks like a weeder does. Yeah, that's pretty decent.
All right, if you're just coming in, you can see the hashtags flowing. That's to enter for 10 entries to the quarter, or a chance to get 10 entries to the quarterly drawing here in a few more
Exactly.
minutes. Just
Exactly, Sugar Kitty.
hashtag Pringles.
All
That's how
right.
you got to put it.
How about we go with a little bit of Kentucky whiskey now? A little of this Four Roses LE
Okay.
2021. I'm not going to pour all that one. Just maybe about half of that, about an ounce. Give that a little shot. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but I like Four Roses most of the time, though. Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm wondering whether I should do another 30 bourbon giveaway too. I've done that before, where I do 31-ounce samples, and
Hmm.
I may do that next month.
I think that's a great giveaway.
I mean, you are still enjoying yours.
Yeah, I've got about. I think I'm at least halfway through mine.
Now, and I will say on the 30 bourbon giveaway, they're not. I'll go ahead and say not all the bourbons in there are super duper fantastic, but I like them all. But you're going to get to try stuff like Tidewalker from Maine and uh,
Hmm.
New Hampshire and other areas because when we travel, I always buy bourbon and I try to hit up local
Yep.
distilleries. You'll also get about 6 or 7 from North Carolina, actually, because there's some good bourbons around here.
Yep. I love samples, especially things that I've never seen or haven't tried before, because it's great to get a little sample of something
Hmm.
that you see, like say like Elijah Craig, B523 or whatever, something that, because you possibly see those around. I mean, you go, I don't know if I want to spend 50 or $60 on this or that. But if you've had a sample of it, you go, hey, that was really good. I need
Hmm.
some of that. If I see it, I'm making it, make a note on my phone. If I see this or this or this, pick it up.
Yeah, you
And
know what?
having a sample of it beforehand to try makes a huge difference.
I'm going to go ahead and write this down here. Hang on one second. And I'm going to sweeten the pot just a little bit. Um,
Man, that's good.
now,
Real
you're
nice.
still gonna talk to him about what you're doing,
Oh, yeah.
right? But I'm also going to throw in a 30 bourbon sampler as
Fantastic.
well.
Oh, that
So
is really good. Holy crap. Yep. About then see, that's one of the cool things about samples. You know, Four Roses LE batch 2021.
yeah.
I'm never gonna see that bottle,
Mm-mm.
but at least I got to try a little bit of it to know if I do see a Four Roses LE, snatch that sucker up. At
Snatch it.
least this one, 2021 version, is excellent. I would definitely buy a bottle of that.
I hope I didn't
And at
go out of order.
114, it does not drink anywhere close to that 114 proof. That drinks
I am.
about 90, 95.
I'm kind of worried about my Old Forester 1910. This 1897 is tasting pretty darn good,
The
but I'm gonna go to it next. And now, what I
1910 is
remember
really
though,
smoky to me.
yeah,
Well,
the 1910 is it has darker flavors in it for
yeah,
sure.
it's that kind of like double oaked sort of
Yeah.
Woodford or something. It's got that kind of a note to it to me. Oh, go on with your stupid four wheeler there, next door neighbor.
Yeah.
I apologize for my next door neighbor.
Oh, Lori said something here.
AZ
Mark, I'm sending
bourbons.
yours out after I get back after the 18th. Want to pick up a couple more AZ bourbons. All right.
Oh, Arizona bourbons. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. Total Wine has some great stuff. I mean, that's
Mhm.
where I got a few of 'em. I used to go there all the time because they have really good stuff
Can't get it
and
here.
a pretty good selection.
Total Wine here has Total Wine and beer. That's about it.
Oh,
Because
no.
ABC, state ran liquor.
Yeah, Sir Kitty, he's special. True. I mean,
Hmm. And what you were talking about, it just rained, and he's probably cutting rut.
finally.
Yeah.
I mean, we finally, this morning, we got probably close to about 2 inches of rain. And it's been, I don't know, a month since we had any rain at all. And before that, it was probably 3 months before we had any rain. So we definitely need some rain. The trees and stuff behind me were starting to die off, lose leaves and everything. Grass was just brown and crunchy,
Yeah.
not just brown, but you stepped on it, it goes crunch, crunch, crunch. You know,
Yeah. We had those Honda three wheelers. Remember the three wheelers?
oh yeah,
Oh
god dang,
yeah.
death traps, those suckers.
And well, we were out there one time, and these folks went on their little three wheelers and went mudding. And the one well, they would get ahead of each other and sling mud on the one behind them, and they came back, and both of them were just solid gray,
Yep,
and all you could see were their eyes and teeth.
yep, yep. Been there.
I don't know. I never did get into the mudding like that.
Mm,
I, phew,
no,
I
man,
didn't want to have to pick clay out of my hair.
That Four Roses is some good stuff.
I just started. I don't know if anyone noticed. I'm starting to grow my beard back out. It'll be out here next week.
I was fixing to trim mine. Well, there's stuff on the sides.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's what
keep
I meant.
the
I always keep a goatee. Oh,
yeah. I'm gonna
I
keep the
need to
goatee.
spin.
I'll
All
keep the
right.
mustache and the goatee. And,
Yeah,
what do they call this? The Van Dyke, I think is what they call it.
something like that. Good luck, everybody. This is still for 10, and then we'll get to the next one. Now, the next one, don't laugh at me on this next one. I really like these damn things. So, Baker Drinks,
Yeah,
congratulations.
there we go. Nice. 13 Colony. Oh, Bourbon Judge. Yep. I've seen
All
some
right.
13 Colony stuff, but not the double oaked. Thank you, Sparkle.
Let's
That'll
see
be
here.
awesome. I've got a few samples already poured for you to send you. I'm still thinking on a couple other ones. I know one Irish I'm going to send you, and then I think I have two different Scotch I'm going to send you.
So,
Pirate Booty.
my wife used to buy these for the kids when they were small, and I couldn't stay out of them. They
Oh,
are
it's popcorn.
no, it's cheese puffs. Well, but they're really light. And you know how like cheese balls, like the like or puff Cheetos,
Oh yeah, the big orange cheese balls you get in a big jug or
right?
whatever.
And they're heavy, and they can get heavy. These things here are really light and airy, and they have that
Mm.
really light dusting of that white cheddar on there. I
Yeah.
like them.
Okay.
Teresa La Guerra, how's it going?
Hey, Teresa. Cheers.
Yeah, I love that pirate booty, and I've seen the commercials, and they target them toward
Mm.
kids, But
Hmm.
that's all I am is a big ass kid anyway. So
Yeah, that's like the little fish, little goldfish or
yeah,
whatever.
goldfish. I don't really care for those. But I used to eat what's the squares?
Nip cheese.
Yeah, that. But there's another brand,
Um,
Cheez-Its, Cheez-Its,
yeah, Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its, and I used to get the jalapeno or Tabasco Cheez-Its.
Ah.
Man,
Hmm.
I love those things back in the day. I haven't had any in a while.
Try the extra toasted Cheez-Its.
Mm,
Those are good.
again, I don't eat that much, and when I sit down, one of the main reasons I like that pirate booty is because I can eat an entire freaking bag of it. It's like popcorn.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what I had last night. I was sitting there. I had some cheese, a couple of little different type of crackers, and then I picked up some what are they?
Yeah,
Wasabi
cheesy.
peas.
Hell yeah, I want some cheesy poofs.
Cheesy poops.
cheesy poofs. That's what he said. Yeah, no, Kitty, that's not cheesy poofs. See, now I'm talking. See, I'm trying to do Cartman, but I'm doing Blanty from the
Yeah,
cartoon.
kind of, sort of.
Kind of. Yeah. Mom. If y'all don't know, Mark's involved in the project as well. We're doing a cartoon movie right now, so it will be out early next year. But it's going to take that long for me to get it done. Layers upon layers upon layers of video and audio stacks going into this thing. But yeah, we'll keep you apprised of when that's going to come out. It'll when we come out with it, it'll come out as a live premiere. So we'll be in the chat and all.
Mhm.
But I'll have to coordinate because there's what is it, 6 of us involved or 7? There's
I think it's 7.
yeah, because there's a Bull, Blanty, Weller, Taylor, Cooper, and
Me
yeah, you, and
and
I think that may be it. It may just be 6.
let
I
me
wrote
see.
the script. I should know, but I always get lost in it.
Maybe 6.
Yeah, Well, and this spawned from short cartoons that I was doing, and there were different characters involved and all that. But we decided to do this movie, and yeah, we bore it down to a core group.
Mm. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Well,
Although
I'm kind of stuck on it right now because I'm waiting on you because your lines I couldn't use them all because your headphone was cutting in and out.
yeah.
So you got that
Well,
mic now, but you're sounding great tonight. I don't know why. You know.
that's what I'm saying. I'm fixing to order a new set of these too, and then but I'm not gonna send you lines until I know what Blanty's speech is. So,
Oh well, you're not going to get that.
oh well.
You're going to see that when the finished movie is out. The finished movie. Yeah.
I'm gonna send you 2 scenes at a time until I get at least 3 or 4 lines out of the
All right, I'll give you the
speech.
first. I'll give you the first line of Blanty's speech.
Okay.
People of Whiskeyville. There. That's the first line.
All right. That's good enough for scene 6 then.
Yeah, okay.
Mm. Yeah, that Four Roses LE, that's some good stuff. That's definitely a buy a bottle if you ever see one of those.
All right, 1910. Here we go. You see how I'm doing this tonight? I'm normally on my. I'm just pouring like my second one, and I'll. But I'm hurrying tonight so I can get through these Old Foresters.
All right, I'm going to try a little bit of this Lefroy Galore. I'm going to leave just a little bit left in the bottle there, just so I can go back to it.
I'm not pouring tiny pours either.
Yep. Oh, I am of this.
Yeah.
Pretty close to an ounce, maybe a little less.
Oh, I remember why I like the 1910 now.
I'm catching a little of that Band-Aid note.
Man, that black cherry comes through on the nose with this. That oaky. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It's still got some of that Lefroy funk.
Ooh, that cocoa, black cherry. Oh man, that is good. I like 1910. Now 1920 I like better, but I think I went in the correct order. I'm following by the year. And if you do that, it gets progressively better with each pour.
Kind of odd. The Lefroy Galore, 96 proof. I catch a little of that weird iodine Band-Aid kind of a plastic note on the nose, but it doesn't really come across as much on the palate.
That's good.
Yeah, definitely a plus.
Yep. Okie pokey. Yeah. Oh. Okie pokey. Here we go.
I think the cigar helps that one.
There's not very many bourbons I like with a cigar. But
no?
One Indiana juice that is good with it is the Smoke Wagon.
Yeah. Okay.
I really like Smoke Wagon. It stands up to a cigar really well.
It would, especially the uncut, unfiltered.
You know, Joseph Magnus cigar blend and all of that type of stuff. I mean, they kind of tried to do it to fit with a cigar.
Yep. I think I've only seen one of those. I see the Joseph Magnus.
Yeah, I've got a shelf, regular, yeah.
Not the cigar blend very often. I don't think I've ever seen a cigar blend on the shelf.
No, and I paid a pretty penny. I paid a pretty penny for that Joseph Magnus I grabbed, and that was from the store you recommended I stop at.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites. I stopped by there today, and he had a bunch of different stuff. He had the Larceny, the B523 cases of
there
that.
You go.
And a bunch of other stuff. Yep. Exactly. I think that's the difference. It's the sherry kind of cuts some of that Band-Aids a little bit. It's still a little bit. It's still there on the nose for me, anyways. But it's not as overpowering as like a Lefroy 10. That's big time Band-Aids and nasty. Iodine. I'm catching a little iodine on it too. Still, that's just their peat.
Yep.
You know, that's
Well,
just what they
peat
use.
is rotten bog juice, you know.
It's swamp water.
Swamp
You
water,
know,
yeah.
it's condensed, you know, swamp mud basically.
Hmm.
It's dried out. And apparently they're on the coast. They got some funky, nasty swamps.
Yeah. Well, I have to present this screen here because
All right,
we
Tim.
are just flying through these things tonight.
Whoop it on us.
Pirate butts, booty. Good luck, everybody. This is the last one for 10. Then we're going to 15 after this. Major zero. That's a plus 10.
Nice. That's 2 wins for him. I
That's 2
think.
wins, and there could be more to come. And then we are down to
Yep. That lower's
Kathy
not bad.
Bates.
There you go. Miss Sexy Voice winning one.
Plenty more chances to come. Here we go. Let the confetti die down. I always let the confetti die down, at least on your first win. I may spin it with a little confetti falling if it's a respin.
Hey, did you catch the 2 super chats earlier?
Yes, I did. I got them down there.
All right.
As stated, it's going to be for what you do and 30 bourbon sampler.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I will send the 30 bourbon sampler, and you take care of the other.
Are
Now,
we going to split it up? With the one winner wins both, or are we going to
both.
first and second
No.
place?
Oh, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it that way. Let's do first and second place. So, yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Well, the halfway would be the second place. Oh, go away with your Doritos.
Well, I don't know. 30 bourbons are a full bottle. I mean, yeah, you're getting more than a full bottle, but you're only getting 1 ounce per. Whatever. We'll see. When I put Doritos down, I wanted to specify it's Cool Ranch, but that's my favorite. I will eat the nacho. It's mine. It's nacho cheese. But these are my favorite ones. Is the Cool Ranch, and I didn't really grab the extreme. I like the Dorito extremes with the Cool Ranch because they put more of the stuff in there. I like the corny flavor. I do not like Taco Bell. Well, okay, you could put a period right there. I do like Taco Bell in my mouth, but not my guts.
Yeah.
But I do not like the Dorito shells. If I'm going to eat Taco Bell, I do it once about every 5 years, and I go in and I order a taco 10-pack, and I sit there and eat them all.
Yep.
And then I hurry home because I know that I need to be near my toilet.
Yep. The one thing I really like, well, let's Taco Bell. I'm thinking Taco John's. Never mind, different thing.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Taco John's, I like their little potato olays. Those were really good.
Yeah.
But Taco Bell, no, I can't eat that stuff.
Well, there's
Now,
a couple of places in Texas that are really good.
oh yeah, I got plenty of good Mexican food down here to eat. That's for sure. But if I ever was
Run for the border.
constipated or something,
Mm-hmm.
Taco Bell, baby.
Hey, I always said instead of the doctor when you go to get a colonoscopy, instead of putting you on all this stuff, just your first 6 hours, just eat Taco Bell and then do the clear liquids after that. And then
there you go. That'll do it. Screen door at 15 paces, baby. Yeah, run for the border and hurry up about it. My goodness.
But
I can't do it.
Man,
McDonald's is the same way. My gut just can't handle McDonald's. I never eat McDonald's food. Cannot do it.
Yeah, after this one, I'm going to tell y'all, I picked an order for these, but the next 3 in order depends on my mood. I'll tell you that of the day.
Okay.
I kind of just bunched them together. But man, these next, now my number one though is my number one, but the 4, 3, and 2, they're kind of all equal. And I like them better than the Cool Ranch Doritos, but yep. Oogie.
I'm gonna pour me a good healthy pour of that.
Oh,
I
that
like me some
1910 is
Ugador.
good, man.
Yep, 1910 is pretty good. Um, like you said though, I prefer my of the old Forester line up
Yeah.
there. 1920 is my fave.
Yep. I know Taco Bell peps you up before it shuts you down. I know that much.
Ooh, man, that's the only thing that was really bad about the old colonoscopy thing
Mm.
was that dang gallon of whatever the heck that crap is that they make you drink. Oh my God, that's horrible.
I cannot stand.
Oh,
I cannot stand Pedialyte. Ugh,
mm,
it makes me gag when I drink it. I
mm,
just get the clear Gatorades,
mm.
like the white,
Oh yeah,
ones or whatever.
there you go, Baker. Yep, I agree, Baker. That's some good whiskey right there.
Oh yeah,
I do
I,
good dog.
I've got to get my hands on some of that.
Do good dog. You have not tried it?
Nope.
Oh
But
well,
now that
shoot.
you're telling me it tastes like bacon burn ends, I have to get a freaking bottle
More like brisket burn-ins.
or brisket burn ends. Yeah.
Yep, it's like that. It's got that kind of smoky barbecue kind of a peat to it.
Yep.
Cause it's peaty. I mean, Ardbeg is it's on Isla, you know, like Lafroy. They're on
Hmm.
Isla and
Oh yeah.
Brooklady, but it's not the same. Apparently, they don't use the same peat because
Yeah.
it's nothing like a Lafroy peat. And then Brooklady, they've only, from what I understand, they most of their stuff is non-peated. There are a few that are peated, but it's not nearly on par. It's not like peat smack you upside the face stuff, other than probably the Octomore,
Well,
which I have not tried.
I don't remember the first scotch I tried, but for a long time, and I was young. I was pretty young, and I grabbed a bottle of something, and it may have been Lafroy, just the regular. And I was like, "Oh my
Oh,
God, how can anyone stand this?" Sheesh, you know. So I
mm,
didn't. I was like, I don't like scotch. I don't like scotch for years. Before I really started getting into stuff.
hmm.
Cheers, Northwest Bourbon. Hey, we're on
Hey,
hashtag
Mark.
Doritos right now, so get that in there.
Cheers, Mark.
But for years, and I was in my 20s or whatever. I said, man, I don't like scotch,
Yeah.
and I tried like a heavy juniper gin, and I was like, oh, I don't like gin. And now there's gins I like,
Yep.
and there's a lot of scotch I like, but I was just getting whatever you know
Hmm.
the military pay would let me get my hands on back then.
There you go. Yep. It's there's a whole lot more to delve off into than you realize just at first touch.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. There you go, Sugar Kitty. Even cold though, it's freaking nasty. It's just
Yeah,
oh my God.
but I
And
mean,
I never do drink the whole, well, all they want you to drink.
mhm.
After a period of time, you're like, hey, that's it. There ain't nothing left. Come on. I ain't
Yeah,
drinking more of this crap because there ain't nothing left in there.
yeah. I like Dalmore. I know it's a Highland. I get the
Yeah.
Dalmore 12, and my wife
That.
likes it, and I like it. It's certainly drinkable. It's 80 proofer,
Mhm.
and I can slam several ounces of it and not worry about it. And it's not that pricey. But I get why some people say Highland scotches are waxy. Have you heard that?
I've heard it, but I don't catch that note.
I don't. I kind of get it because they're really oily, and
Mm.
it leaves
Well,
a
that's the
film.
pot distill.
Yeah, it leaves
I
that
mean,
film on your tongue. But
yeah, you get that, that pot distill stuff where you can give it a swirl in the glass
oh,
and it
it
coats all the way up to here and it just takes
legs for days.
forever.
Right.
Yeah, it lags for days on it, because it's that oily, that pot distilled
Yep.
compared to a column distill.
Oh yeah. Column. I mean, they're. Oh, look at Jimmy Random Content
Hey,
jumping in.
Jimmy.
All right, we're on hashtag Doritos. Hurry, hurry, hurry. We're about to spin. Um, but Yeah,
Every time I see Jimmy, I want to say, Jimmy!
my favorite column distilled bourbon, I think. Well,
Most of them are nowadays, really.
most of them are, but one of my favorite is that is strictly column distilled is the Rabbit Hole. I really like Rabbit Hole.
Oh, okay.
But let me present this screen and
Only a couple of scotch have an actual wax note to them. Mouth feels more
bam.
dense with the pot still. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that I like the pot still stuff. Even with the scotch or an Irish,
Major
it's
zero.
because
Look at that.
that's three for him. Come on.
15 and plus 15 on this one.
Yeah, he's cleaning up tonight.
Yes, sir. There it is. He's catching up.
That pot distilled stuff is much more of usually more notes, more nose.
Look
There
at
you go.
there. There's
Cheers,
a
Baker
plus
drinks.
15.
Awesome.
That's a plus 15. We're going to keep spinning until we get somebody new and natural on here.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Come on, Tater Dumb.
There we go.
Couldn't
I ain't
have
seen him
happened
win
to a
one tonight.
nicer
It's about
guy.
time.
That's right. All right. So we got that one out of the way. Now, as I stated, these next three are pretty much tied. Whoops. I hit the, I stopped sharing, so y'all can't see it spinning. All right. I hit the wrong button, but that's all right. I stopped it. Now, specifically, these, not just any, but these. And I'll tell you why as soon as I show you what it is. These are the chicharrones.
Ah, okay.
But I absolutely love Max barbecue flavor chicharrones.
I have not tried those.
Oh
Never
my
seen
God.
them.
Here's why I don't like the others. A lot of others are really, really dry. These, you know how you can get like fresh and do them yourself, or the popcorn bag and you can pop them, and they have a oil moisture content in them, and when you bite them, they're not just flying around. And the reason I like these is because when you bite into them, there's not that really dry crunch to them. I mean, there's some crunch to them, don't get me wrong, but there's moisture in there, and I don't choke to death when I'm trying to eat them. Because if I try to eat other pork skins that's not either fresh or from the popcorn bag or these, I will get like 3 chips in and I will go into a coughing freaking fit because I have a speck of something on my windpipe back there. So that's why I like Max. And I really like these. And they saved my life one night. So we won't go into that.
Thanks.
Yeah, hydrate. Water, bourbon.
And thumbs up. Come on, you can do it.
Oh, there we go. I'm seeing some little Hardee's fly off the little thing down there.
Oh, man, that Hoogie's good stuff.
Man, I'm telling you, that 1910, the Old Forester 1910 is a fine. It says old fine whiskey, but I'm just telling you, it's a fine whiskey in and of itself. It's really, really good. And it's only 93 proof.
Dang, that's it?
That's it. I'm reading
Maybe that's why I like the 1920 better.
Well,
115?
I don't like screwing up the 1920 with the 1915. But I know we've gone over
I think
that,
the 1920, what's the proof on the 1920?
Oh,
is it like 115 or 117?
Oh, 115.
Okay.
Yeah, 115.
Okay. Yep. I think I like the slightly higher proof point, I believe is what it is.
Oh, yeah. You always, damn near always, you're going to get more notes out of the barrel proof, cask strength, higher proof.
Yep.
But
I know it gives you a little bit of room to put a few drops of water or an ice cube in there, and then that improves everything in the long run too.
Yep.
So you start off with this, certain nose, certain taste. and then you add a little bit of water, or you add a little bit of an ice cube or whatever to it, and that melts down a little bit, and you get slightly different notes and a slightly different taste.
Yep.
And it's great. It
That,
lengthens your enjoyment of whatever whiskey you're drinking.
and that's why I make the clear ice when I do that. But I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you why. One of the main reasons I drink neat is because I will suck those freaking things down over ice like they're going out of style.
Yeah.
And I keep myself moderated sipping it neat. Now but I've developed a taste for this. I like it room temp, just like this. But now I don't even, if I put it on ice at all, even clear ice, the first 2 sips, I like it. And then after that, I'm just finishing it so I can pour fresh bourbon in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't much care for my whiskey watered down too much.
And of course, the clear ice melts slower, but it still melts.
Exactly. And while here in Texas, it melts a lot faster anyways.
Man,
but at least it melts it melts a little bit slower than like a handful of ice, or like say Sonic ice. Oh my God! I mean, granted, I love Sonic ice.
Right, but it melts quick. I mean, that's
it melts quick.
That's for stuff like Seagram 7, and you just kind of sneak it in
it's
there.
more for iced tea.
Yeah.
But that's what I have in the glass here. That's just iced tea with a little bit of lemon in it. That's my normal palate cleanser.
Yeah, let me give you a primary note I'm getting off this 1910.
Okay.
It's like, have you ever had one of those caramels that had chocolate in it, like some cocoa mixed in with the caramel?
Like a Werther? No, like a Rolo?
Yeah, like that. Well, not really, but I'm talking about just like a darker caramel because they put a little cocoa in there.
Oh,
in it. I've had them before, and I don't. It like Tootsie Rolls, just waxy ass chocolate, right?
Yeah,
but
I got you.
I'm talking about like a good caramel where they made caramel and then
like Werther's
cocoa powder in it and mixed it up. I don't know the name of it right now, but I've had them before because I'm getting a deep caramel kick off this, but I'm also getting that cocoa.
Oh, okay.
See, I like to do water with a splash of bitters in it. Oh, really? Palate cleanser. Is it the Angostura bitters or any bitters, like orange bitters or something?
Wow, Mark, I never thought of that.
I mean, on here we cross pollinate on these channels, and we're learning stuff all the time. And I'm interested in that. I might sprinkle some bitters in my water. Let's see here. Question.
Select. I've never heard of it. Sparkle. I've never tried Stedman Select. I've never even seen it around here.
I am not familiar with it. Nope. But now you've piqued my interest.
Okay. So Angostura, or I got orange bitters, or
well, okay. I don't really care for Angostura bitters because of the floral notes to it, and I don't like killing an entire orange to make an old fashioned. So what I tend to do, I get the orange hella bitters, and that puts your orange in there.
Ah, there you go.
Oh yeah, the reason. That's it.
Yeah, chocolate reason.
Yes, gotcha. That's what this reminds me of. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know, Sparkle. I've not seen that whiskey and not tried it. I mean, I'm a Kentucky boy. I was raised in Western Kentucky, so you'd think I would have seen it, but we've seen stuff like, Jim Beam, Jack, Yellowstone, oh heck, I'll call it all the normal Kentucky whiskeys, like Four Roses, Wild Turkey, shoot, there's just so many Kentucky bourbons.
All right, I put.
Oh, it's a Barton 1792 distillery. Oh, okay. I'll be dang.
All right, I'll put two tiny drops of orange bitters in my water. I have to try this now.
Oh, okay. Good. Give that a shot. What you think?
Ooh, I can smell it. Dang, I can smell it. Let me, oh, you know what? Let me do this. Whoa, let me put the lid on this thing and really give it a good shake, because when I put the drop in, it ran down the side of the bottle, so I just want to make sure.
Oh,
Oh, I can smell it in there, though, that orange.
yeah. Oh, you used the Angostura orange bitters?
No, hella bitters.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my gosh, man. You know what? You just taught me something. Woo.
Is that good?
It's good, man. All right,
Oh, hell.
I have to spin, and then we're doing. It's that time.
All right. Open it up.
So, good luck, everybody, on Max Barbecue Chicharrones.
I like with some chicharrones. The normal barbecue is my chicharrone.
All right, there. Look at that. Plus,
Holy
15.
crap. This guy. What the heck?
Wow, what a night we're having here.
He's
All right,
cleaning up tonight.
cleaning up. Now I do remove people when they on each spin. So, that's Lori plus
Yep.
15. Okay.
Yeah, Sugar Kitty. Green River is a pretty decent bourbon. That was made just up the road from where I was raised. It's not bad. I just saw that in the store
Mr.
down here by me.
Jiggs, here we go.
There we go. Cheers, Mr. Jiggs.
Now then, I'm gonna get the next one ready,
Distillery.
but we're not gonna
Wow. Okay.
in it yet.
That's pretty cool.
Man, I like
Let's go to Ardbeg.
that little bit of bitters in there.
I'm gonna have to give that a
is
shot
nice.
here, for sure.
Oh, somebody else. This is their favorite too, but I'm not
Because
gonna.
I have your normal Angostura, and then, but I also have the orange bitters, and I think I have one other one. I remember
This
what
is
it
it.
off the top of my
It's your
head.
show, Mark. I've got to write names down. Start. Put me in. All you have to do in
All
any
right.
form of fashion is type the words "put me in the chat, and I'll write your name down, and you're in for 10.
All right. Put me in, Chief. All right, fellas and ladies. What are y'all sipping on tonight? Because surely y'all have got to be drinking something decent. Somebody's got to be drinking something decent besides like ice cold water, uh, a decent whiskey. Somebody. Come on, let me know. I picked up a Dalmore cigar blend. Oh, gonna crack it this weekend. Come
Oh.
on.
They're coming in. Hang on.
Jeez, William.
Okay.
You ain't drinking nothing right now? The Dalmore cigar blend. I'm gonna have to try that. I've not tried any of those. Diet Mountain Dew. Come on, Jimmy. Jesus. Diet Mountain Dew?
He's got to
You
be.
can't even go with a foolproof Mountain Dew? Come on. Now, granted, I'm a Mountain Dew fiend, and I have slacked off a lot from what I used to drink, a few years ago, because I loved my Mountain Dew. I still do. But now I can make one Mountain Dew in the little 20-ounce bottles. I can make one of those last me about 3 days. E.C. Shelfer. Sheffer in my glass. I have no idea what that one is. Never heard of that. Oh, chai tea. Okay. That's not bad. That's pretty good stuff. Hey, I'm drinking tea along with you. Oh, Lori didn't get no stickers. She's bitching.
I know. I'll send her some.
She wants some stickers. Hey, Jimmy, did you crack that 21090 pick? If you hadn't, you should. It is damn good. Does not drink anywhere close to 116 proof. It drinks about 100 proof, if that.
Jerry
my
J,
God.
type. Put me
It
in.
is.
Hurry.
I think Marcia Dell would really like that one because it's so smooth. It's so easy sipping. Oh man, it's good. It really is. I had to put my bottle up. I got 2 bottles of it, and then one of them is already down like below the halfway point. I had to like put it up and hide it from myself so I wouldn't polish that sucker off.
Oh, there's Jerry J.
Slacker. It's good though, Jimmy. I think you'll like it. It really is.
All right.
That's sideways there, man.
All right. I can't promise I have everyone, but I am going to read what I wrote down. If I do not call your name, I did not get you down for 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. So please put me in the chat if you do not hear your name. William Hall, Mr. Great Shot, Lori, Jimmy's Random Content, Art by Sparkle, Big Daddy H, Baker Drinks, Major Zero, Mr. Jiggs, Hanakalani Creations, Sugar Kitty, Kathy Bates, Tater Dom, Whiskey Uncensored, Northwest Bourbon, and Jerry J. Those are the names I have written down. If I did not call your name, please put me in the chat one more time.
Excuse me.
And as always, the put me in lasts the entire last 30 minutes, but I can't guarantee you have to really call my attention to it if it comes after I type that. But if I notice it and you type it in between now and 8:30, I will put you down here. But we have to get to the next hashtag.
Gotcha. Got a quick
clean banana. Hang on. Let me write this down before I go any further.
That's versus dirty banana.
Well, yeah.
And
all
Groovy.
Depends. It all
hey there,
depends.
Travis, brother.
There's Groovy. Whoa, Groovy. Glad you're feeling a little better.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, ahoy. And it all depends on what you do with your banana as to whether it's clean or not. So here's my next rachon. It is crunchy, specifically crunchy Cheetos. And I know there's someone.
My wife likes those.
There's someone in the chat. It's their favorite too. So, but the next one actually, now I like the price of the crunchy Cheetos, but the next one on the list, I actually like the flavor of them better, but they're pricey. We'll get to that one here shortly. But I am going to pour 1920. Here we go. I made it. I am not going to pour this one nearly as heavy. Oh.
Hey, Jerry J.
Yeah, I'm going to stop right there. I poured it a little lighter. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and help me watch. If you see another put me in come in.
All right.
Help point it out. Now, this is, again, for 15 entries to the quarterly drawing for the Cheetos.
The letter T. Yeah, very possible.
Ooh. Man, if you can get your hands on the entire Murderer Row series of Old Forester and get the 1870, 1897, 1910, and 1920, I can verify tonight that is the order you should drink them in, is lowest date to highest date.
Okay.
They get better every pour.
I agree, Groovy. 1920 is my fave. I don't even delve back into the lower stuff. I stick with the 1920, call it good.
It was a fun ride tonight, though, starting with the 1870, going to the Bottled and Bond, going to the 1910, and getting those dark cherry cocoa caramel notes out of there, and then getting to the 1920, and it just punches you in the face with a Mike Tyson explosion of flavor.
William Hall, I think he started with the Statesman. No?
No, I started at 1870. Statesman is the 1897 mash bill, but not
Yeah.
bottled in bond. It's
Oh,
they proof it down.
okay.
Yeah, see, and I'm waiting on the 1924. Yeah.
I have no idea. I've never seen it.
No, I did get because I sign up for all of the. I have the little things on Google to let me know when new shit comes out for whiskey, bourbon, all that stuff, and I get the little pop-ups every once in a while. And I did see something about they were coming out with one, but also Buffalo Trace is coming out with that stupid $500 bourbon. That crap.
Yeah. Not playing that. Don't care.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I don't think I've ever spent more than 120 on a bottle of whiskey, period. And I probably won't. I don't care,
Yeah.
whatever it is. I'm not going to spend 200 plus for a
Nah.
bottle of whiskey. It's not going to happen.
I mean, I
You know,
will, but
oh,
it
well, I
has
have
to
this
be the
bottle of
right.
Stag, Stag Junior for $200. No,
It
sorry,
has
keep
to
it.
be the right
I
whiskey.
don't care. Even if it is the right whiskey, I'm not going to spend 200 plus for a stupid bottle of whiskey.
I
Not going
would
to happen.
pay. I would pay. Now you can't get one for this, but I would pay 500 for a CYPB.
No, I wouldn't.
But I've had it.
Yeah. I'd give 250 and let you buy it from me for that. But
Well, and if they would
as
sell
long as I
me,
got a sample of
if they would sell me
it.
three bottles, if they would sell me three bottles of like a Pappy Van Winkle for say 700 a piece, I would buy
Yeah.
all three. But I will drive it to you, you know. But you're gonna pay more than 700 for it.
No, I ain't paying $700 for a bottle. I don't care. Pappy be damn.
Mhm.
Pappy dead. So, I don't care.
No, and the only reason I say that I would do that,
Hey there, Cindy.
Cindy, is because well, I can't say that because I have an empty 6 ouncer over here waiting on me to get back to Louisville. But
Yeah. Yeah. Go to
because I
that same
already,
bar and fill it up. You're
yep,
damn
and fill
right.
it up, buy it one shot at a time, and pour it into my 6 ounce, and then and it's going to cost me $100. Well, 120 bucks for 6 ounces.
Yeah. Well, I guess if that's what suits your palate, you know, because everybody's palate's different. And,
Well,
if you really
yeah,
like that, oaky kind of flavor, I'm guessing. I have not ever tried
it's
Pappy, so
not
I have no
oaky.
clue.
It's really not that oaky. It's not.
Really? For a
No.
12-year-old or
Yeah.
15?
It's no. I'm talking about the 23.
Oh, wow. Damn. It's a 23 years in
Yeah,
Kentucky?
it is
Holy
not.
shit. It ought to be oaky as fuck.
Yeah, the groovy said I pay 400 to 500 for Legos. I can't say shit.
Damn. Oh, well, yeah, there is that.
Yes, Cindy, I say Louisville. You know.
Yep,
Oh,
Louisville.
there we go. Now, Cindy, you didn't even know, but you just entered the halfway mark giveaway, and I'm going to do a second prize on this October 26th
Yeah.
win. That is also so. If you don't win one, you win the other. I'm doing a 30 bourbon sampler giveaway the same night. So you just got entries, 10 entries for $1 to not only the October 26th drawing, where I'm giving away two prizes that night, Mark's halfway mark and my 30 bourbon sampler, but you also get the same amount of entries into the regular quarterly drawing.
I'm sorry, Groovy. I'm from Kentucky, and it's not Louisville. It's Louisville.
Louisville.
Yeah. Sorry. Just how it is. We lazy fuckers in
She
Kentucky.
said, "Can we ban Groovy?"
We can, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. He's got a ranch, so it's just kind of a pain in the ass. We ain't doing that.
Did I
Yep,
give
there you
Groovy a
go,
wrench?
Jimmy. Louisville.
Yeah. Well, and it's just like, I grew up in Southeast Arkansas. I said, I joked later in life that I grew up, 30 miles from Coonass or whatever. Uh, William Hall. Here we go. Let me write this down.
Nice,
And,
William.
but, it was Nolans.
Yep. Nolans.
Nolans. That's how they say that shit.
Yep. That's how I say it. Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't a coon ass, but I'm a Kentucky hillbilly.
Right.
So,
Well, wait, man, I've got to spin this thing. And hey, I appreciate all this, but,
hey, thank you, Tater Dom. He's the one that won the last halfway
yeah,
giveaway.
he did.
And
He did.
he got a bottle of the Still Lost. And
But now you got two chances to win this time. Two.
yeah.
I may do that every time. I may just do it every time. But I have to present this screen because I have to spin this. See, I'm trying to get away. The more bourbon I drink, it's the more I gotta and not I have to. I will tell you all that. But good luck,
Give me,
everybody,
give
on
me
this
more.
15 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Give me more like NAW.
Yeah,
Orleans.
NAW Nolans. And
Nolans.
that's a plus, by the way, plus 15.
Yep.
So we're going to spin again. And then we're going to land on.
Oh, these damn mosquitoes started to get thick out here.
William
Shit.
Hall. That's the first win right there of the night. William Hall.
Excellent. 15. That's a good way to jump in there.
That is good. Now we have two more to go. And I promised you that it would be better than Cheetos. And I'm guaranteeing you guys, if you have not had these, oh my God. Now I did condense the hashtag a little, but I will put up the picture. These are dangerously good.
Cheese curds? Cheese curls?
Cheese curls.
I've not
These
tried those.
are Cheetos on crack. So these things have if you like Dot's pretzels, the original seasoning, this has the original seasoning in it. But you know how you bite a Cheeto and it's orange on the outside and white on the inside?
Yeah.
These are orange all the way through. Oh my God, these things are good. I can't buy them, not because I can't afford them, but because my gut can't afford them. And when I buy them, they're gone the next day. These things are stupidly addictive, ridiculously addictive to me. I'm serious, man. They're like Cheetos on an elevated level, like the crunchy Cheetos, just
Gotcha.
on a stupidly elevated level.
I will be right back.
Oh, Kathy Bates, they gifted 5 Bourbon Bounty memberships. Let me tell you what membership get you to this channel. If you do not have a Bourbon Bounty membership, Kathy Bates just donated 5 memberships. Please go grab one because you do not have to be present to win. And every once in a while, I post exclusive content to members only. Now, the higher tier memberships get more exclusive content. But I do try to put stuff out there every once in a while. Oh, let me take these cheese curls down. Y'all seen them. But the primary thing is you get extra entries. So the closer you are, or you get so many per month, but even the 80 proof gets you extra entries to the quarterly drawing, depending on how long you've been a member. And then I have the 80 proof, bottled and bond, and allocated elite memberships. And that's the allocated elite, of course, they get more stuff, and that's like the cartoon movie I was talking about earlier, we're coming out with allocated elite. The allocated elite members will get early viewing to that and all. But any level of membership, you do not have to be present to win. Now, for the halfway mark giveaway, because it's supers only, you do not have to be present to win to that one. I'm talking about my normal quarterly drawing, like on December 3rd. So if you're gaining all these entries and you're like, hey, I've got 150 entries, I've got a good chance of winning this thing. But if you can't make it that night, membership, you don't have to. But if you're not a member, I'm going to spin again. So that's the way that goes. Well, I just said all that, and Mark's on mute, and he come back.
Thank you, Kathy. Got bit by a mosquito twice. Those little bastards.
But I had to give the
Twisted.
call out. All right, we're at 8:20. Hurry up. If you don't have dots curls in there, get it in right now because I'm about to spin this thing.
All right.
They speed up after the.
I'm trying.
All right, here we go. Share screen. I'm gonna do it. If you miss this one, you just have to wait for the number one because it's worth 20. But I have to get these things spinning because with multiple winners, and I write it down, I have to spin again. Say, oh, Big Daddy H, he has not won tonight. Check that out.
No, that's the first time for him tonight. That's unusual.
Yeah. All right, but this next one is for 20 entries to the quarterly drawing. It's some number one pick of the night. I know y'all are just itching to know what my number one favorite chip or crisp, or whichever.
I know what it is.
To eat by itself without any other food with it. That's a good distinction on there. And drum roll, please.
I bet it tastes like onions.
Bam! That's my favorite right there. It's a fun. What? I hit the wrong button. Let me go back and copy this thing. I hit the V instead of the C. It's Funyuns. There it is. Funyuns. Put that in. Hurry. There it is. Yes, sir. That is my number one favorite jest. Now, here's my only thing about Funyuns. When I'm driving for a long time in the car, I like to have a little snack. You know, everybody does. Keeps you awake. Helps you along the way.
Yep.
But these things will coat the front of your shirt. So my pro tip, if you're going to eat Funyuns, wear a light color shirt, and that way people don't see all the crumbs on as you're driving along eating Funyuns. Yep, I got you, Baker. That they are not big enough. I don't care how big they make a bag of Funyuns, they're not big enough. I just buy 4 or 5 of them. But that's my absolute number one favorite right there. And I can get 3 bags of Funyuns for what I can buy a bag of Dots Curls for.
Yep.
So it might be six of one, half a dozen of the other.
Dang. Stupid mosquitoes.
Oh, I thought you were. I didn't know what was going on.
Oh, you think mosquitoes are chewing on my elbows for some reason?
Yeah. Okay. So for those of you who don't know me, I used to be a chili head. I used to do the hot sauces and collect them and do all that. And there was a point in my life I thought I had cancer, and I went to the doctor. He checked me all out and said, "You're allergic to capsaicin."
Oh, bitch.
Yep. And I can have it in very low doses, but I try to avoid spicy foods
Yeah.
because it eats holes in the walls of my large intestine.
Ew.
Yeah,
That's no good.
I know it sucks. It just sucks because I
But
love spicy stuff.
now that you've stopped eating that stuff for a while, can you have a little bit occasionally
A little
now
bit
and still
occasionally.
enjoy
I
it?
don't have to. I'm not like a peanut allergy where I can't even.
Yeah.
If it slips in there a little, it's fine because it's one of those things that builds up over time.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
but it just keeps building on top of itself. You know.
I got you. Well, the reason I ask is because there's a pepper that grows around here wild.
Hmm.
They call them chili piquin.
Yeah.
They're they're itty bitty little freaking peppers. Kind of like they're actually smaller than a Thai pepper, but
You're
they're
right.
probably hotter than. Well, they're a lot hotter than jalapeno.
Oh well, yeah. It's not hard to be hotter than jalapeno. See, and that's the problem. Is I would go somewhere, and I would get like nachos, and I would
Yeah.
put a jalapeno slice on every single nacho
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I mean, jalapenos, they were nothing to me.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
like the flavor, but they were killing me.
Oh, but you're better now though. You've basically healed up on the inside,
Oh,
and you can have
as long as I don't compound a lot of
as long
it.
as you don't overindulge.
Oh, I'll know if I do because
Well,
I
yeah,
won't be graphic about it. But yeah.
yeah, oh yeah. But like I said, it's been a while, and you've basically healed up internally, so
Mhm.
now you can handle a little bit of heat occasionally.
Occasionally, but I don't like tempting fate with it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I usually like today. There's a place here called Curry and Noodles,
Hmm.
and let me tell you what, this restaurant is. I mean, kick your ass good,
Oh, nice.
and it's Indian food. It's curry, and I
Hmm.
get the lamb masala,
Tikka, yeah,
tikka
good stuff
masala.
right there.
Oh my
Yummy.
god! But I get heat one on it,
Okay.
but I can't eat it every day. If I eat
Yeah.
even on a heat one, if I eat it every single day, it would build up, and I don't
Hmm.
want to test how long that takes.
Yeah.
But
Exactly. I
I eat it
understand.
every once in a while, and then I'll let it go. But guys,
Yeah.
we're about to present this screen and spin. And sorry if you
Oh,
don't have
nice, Jerry
Funyuns in
J.
there. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Put hashtag Funyuns in there. We have 17 people on the wheel. This is for 20 entries to the quarterly drawing. Let's get this done because I'm fully expecting to land on multiple winners here.
Come on, me.
Jerry
Nope.
J
Jerry J.
does
Nice.
not have one. What? I thought Jerry J won earlier.
Nope.
Nope.
He got in here kind of late.
Ah, there we go. Stop sharing then, and we're
Perfect.
done with the
Awesome.
spins for the night. And I can kick my bag of Funyuns out of the studio over here. And there's my 2 minute warning. 2 minute warning. I will tell y'all this: if you can collect, look at here, look at this table. It slides. Um, get the old Forester, the full line. Well, the full lineup that's out now. 1870, 1897, 1910, and 1920. Let me write this down. Here's Jimmy. We have had some entries here tonight.
Oh, there you go, Jimmy.
I got to put this down. Uh, 10 for $1 is what that's for. If you get the entire lineup and you start with the 1870 and have even a half pour, just do a half ounce of that, go to the 1897, then the 1910, and then go on ahead and pour a full ounce of that 1920. And you're going to
Hmm.
float to sleep tonight for one, but you're going to have dreams about how good this lineup was. Mm,
Yep. Oh,
that is
Forsters, it's
good.
hard to beat, man. They make some damn good whiskey. They really do.
They do, and it's obtainable, down to earth,
Exactly.
good whiskey.
Exactly. It's kind of like kind of like a wild turkey. You know, you can always
Mhm.
go to your local liquor
Oh,
store and find
absolutely.
you a wild turkey 101, and most of every one of the Old Forester line.
Yeah,
You know.
but I like the Russell's Reserve. I like the Russell's. I like
Mm-hmm.
the rare breed. I like,
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky Spirit, even, which is rare breed but lower proof. It
Yep.
depends on what I'm doing. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, that rare breed's kind of high proof to start off with. I'm going to start off with the Kentucky Spirit, and you get the
Yeah.
same base notes, but then you go to the rare breed, and boom, you get the full notes.
Well, I usually start off with the 101 and then step up from
Right.
there.
But it's time, Mark. It is peace, love, and bourbon time.
All
So,
right.
guys, thanks for joining. I hope everybody had a good time. Peace, love, and bourbon. And
Peace,
cheers
love, and
to
bourbon, y'all.
everyone out there. We're going to end this thing.